there was a thing that said that if you want to set
just...
moderators.
Okay, how do I set moderators?
You went
live talk chat, live chat. Okay.
Oh wait, I was in the. Oh, that's so cringe.
What is cringe? Seeing yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so here you can see the chats.
Yeah. And I pulled it up on my screen.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's easier.
No, so when we watch this, there's a bit of a delay.
I know.
Oh, okay. So don't watch that. Hello, you guys. Hello, everybody. Hello, yeah.
Hi.
All right, you guys. Since you guys are here, I know a lot of my students are here. I wanted to show you guys what Kathy made me. And when I opened up the gift box, I was cracking up, and GJ and I in the hotel, we both like got on our knees and we're both like looking at this calendar. So I need to show you guys this calendar. It's an AI calendar that Kathy made of me. Oh my
God. They got
God.
Oscar really well.
Yeah, but this looks like me as a kid. If I was a kid, okay, with a lot of makeup on. And then there's my chubby Oscar. And then she also had a dragon there. Hello.
Hello, hello.
So let's go through the calendar, you guys. So then this is one. I was like, I look angry.
You look like a...
This doesn't even look like
a white lady.
Oh, this is so funny. And then there's me and Eric. Another white lady.
That does not look like Eric.
And then there's... Oh my gosh. The Dubai chocolate during our podcast.
Oh, that's so cute.
And this is me and my sisters.
Oh, did she just go through your Facebook?
Yeah, she said the past 6 months. So I'm guessing this is Cammie. This is Molly. And then there's me.
That's Maisie.
We think it's Maisie, Nancy, maybe GJ, and Mongo.
That's so funny. AI is crazy.
This is a calendar I got as a gift from one of my students, you guys.
2026, right?
And then there's me with them chickens. Look at that one.
The chicken feet are so funny.
No, they're chicken paws. They're chicken paws, you guys. That is hilarious. Oh my God, the chicken has an extra toe. And then there's Liz is here. This is Liz. And then this is GJ. GJ has her red fanny pack. When we travel, she tends to wear this red fanny pack. This was the chow chow I almost got. This was so freaking cute. But yes. And then we have...
That's so funny.
I don't even know what this is.
Are you taking shots?
Yeah, I have alcohol, I'm guessing. We don't really know who this is, but this, I don't know. We don't really know. Maybe we'll call it GJ, but she had dark hair. Maybe that's Molly. I don't know.
No, I never. It's been a long time since I last drank.
And then this is us with our bracelets. I think this is Sheila.
Yeah, that is.
And then that's Molly. And then I'm in the middle. That's so funny.
Does not look like us.
This is me for my birthday in the month of September. And then there's us for Halloween. These are all white people. Oh my God.
Hey, they did Aries really well.
GJ. There's me and my boyfriend. I think that's Molly. And then that's my sister, Maisie. She was a dog. A wolf.
Wolf, fox, something.
And then our bundle class, you guys. This is our bundle class. This is so freaking cute. And then this was during the holidays. I
Oh
can't
my
believe Amanette made it
gosh.
in there. The violet. This is me. This is my sister's mother-in-law, her knit bought. And then my sister's my nieces, my sister, my niece. I don't know who this is. I think it's Gigi.
Yes.
And then that's
me.
Molly. Okay, Nancy.
Cammy. Hey,
Okay.
Cammy at least looks like herself.
Like a white girl. So this was the AI calendar of Shaman Memoirs.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it's so cute. Thank you, Kathy. But yeah, it was hilarious. I was like taking photos of these and sending it to my boyfriend. It was hilarious. Thank you. But Gigi and I, we had such a great time with them. All right, you guys. So welcome everybody. I wanted to try some snacks together. So I've been seeing these snacks all over TikTok. And so I am the perfect consumer. Okay, so I went and bought them. They are by this brand called Final Boss Sour. Have you guys heard of this? Anybody seen this before? Like, I love sour stuff. And so apparently there's a pack, and we have like 4 different flavors, you guys. We bought the whole bundle, okay? And so it's basically powder, like sour powder that you dip stuff into. And then over here is dried pineapple. So let's open up this first one. This one is orange pineapple.
What flavors are these? Watermelon. Cherry. I think this is the one I'm looking for, too. But I don't know.
We'll try the blue raspberry next. But it's supposed to be super sour, and Molly hates sour stuff, you guys. She does not like sour things.
I'll take sugar all day, every day. It's so interesting that they all come with pineapple, though.
Yeah, they all come with pineapple.
What is this?
Oh my god, this is a lot of powder, you guys. So, ooh, it smells good. All right, so we got pineapple, dried pineapple in here, and then a ton of the powder in here.
These are so interesting.
All right, I'm gonna grab a pineapple. Oh my god, they're huge.
Are you gonna eat the whole thing?
Well, I'm gonna dip it and I'm gonna
just
try
wanna-
into something else.
Okay, these not tiny ones. They're okay.
Okay, so then we dip it into the powder. This is orange. It's supposed to be sour. I mean, you can kind of see it. All right, cheers. This is really good. The pineapple is really good. This is the best, like, pineapple I've ever had.
I don't eat dried pineapples, but it's not sour. Maybe I didn't put enough on mine.
You probably didn't put enough. It's sweet. It's very sweet, you guys. This is actually pretty good. I'll try it. Let's try the blue ras. Now I'm afraid of this powder flying everywhere. Is it just sweet to you?
I think it's because the pineapple is so sweet.
Let's get a napkin here. My napkin and your napkin. Okay? There you go.
Thanks.
Okay, let's try the raspberry. Yeah, I was expecting it to be. Where's your pineapple go?
It's right there.
Oh, okay. I was expecting it to be a lot more sour.
I thought it would be more sour than that that viral TikTok.
Oh, the one we
sour
did for
candy?
filming. Oh my god, you guys, it's just so sweet smelling. Okay, get a lot in there. Really. Okay, maybe it helps if we kind of pinch it down here.
And then like
Yeah, there's powder going everywhere. Have you guys ever had this? Has anybody ever had this? Oh my god, you got a lot! How did you do that? Alright.
Cheers. I wonder if my taste buds are dead.
You brush your teeth today.
It's not sour to me. I
I
feel
really like this pineapple.
I feel that tingle in your like jaw.
Really?
It's not sour.
It's sour to me. It's not the most sour thing I've ever had, but it is sour. All right. I really want to try the watermelon one.
No, the pineapple's surprisingly really good. Like, the pineapple's like really sweet. I don't really eat dried fruit.
That's right. Molly does like sour after all. All right, this is the watermelon. This is the one that made me purchase it, okay? So I'm really going to coat mine, get it in there.
It says lick, dip, and then rinse.
What?
You know,
why
like,
would you
no,
lick it?
No, it's like the what is that candy that it's like a little white stick, and then you dip it in. I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh god, there's so much powder. Okay. There's powder going everywhere. I'm not gonna turn it. Don't worry, between drums and dreams, we're just eating sour candy right now.
Okay. I did a little
cheers.
That's so crazy. I feel like we're not eating the same thing. That's so crazy.
Go brush your teeth. This one was. Hang on a minute. Oh yeah.
They're all level 3s. That is so crazy.
The watermelon is the most sour. It's everywhere. How did you damage your taste buds?
We just had Korean barbecue today.
We did go eat Korean barbecue today. Oh, maybe because you were eating a bunch of strawberries before we started filming? I don't know. This was sour. The watermelon is my favorite flavor, but it is the most sour. I love sour things. Did you have a chocolate croissant earlier?
No.
Oh, I don't know. This one is probably my favorite. Okay, we have to try the cherry, but I ate all my pineapples. So I'll do it with a real strawberry.
You know, that would probably taste a lot better though, because of the juice from it. I did like strawberry too.
It was powder. Oh, okay. All right.
My hands are a little sticky.
So apparently I chose really good strawberries, you guys. I'm not known for choosing good strawberries, but I sent my boyfriend off to the store the other day and he picked the best strawberries I've ever gotten. And then so I went to the store today and I picked some, and I went to Costco this time. He went to Sam's, and Molly says that this was really good. So this is cherry. Well, you can really smell the cherry. Don't get it on your coat. All right.
That's so crazy.
What's wrong with you? Oh my god. This is the most sour. Highly advise. I don't think she brushed her teeth. Molly, normally when she eats sour things, it hurts her.
Yeah.
But none of this is affecting. Let me see your tongue. How?
It's so crazy.
But I will say this is the best strawberry I've ever picked.
Yeah. It's okay. I taste the essence of the flavors. And I feel that little bit like tingliness in my jaw. But like it's not sour. Maybe I did mess up my taste buds.
Yeah, because this one. I feel like this one was super sour because there was a lot of liquid and juice from the strawberries. But if you guys like, okay, like I grew up in the 90s and I love pixie sticks. Okay, if you guys remember pixie sticks.
But pixie sticks is not sour.
No, but like powdered stuff. So I love pixie sticks. I'm not playing around, you guys.
Honestly, I am very surprised by your reaction.
I'm surprised by yours. Molly hates anything sour. She doesn't eat anything sour.
Yeah.
This was very sour. I don't know. You gotta get your tongue checked. Oh my god, my nose is running, you guys. That's how sour it is.
I did not know that was a thing.
Oh my gosh.
So with these other candies, I don't think they're gonna be sour.
Okay, so these I've had. And I really, really love them. And I found them once at Home Goods, Trader Joe's. And if you guys know anything about those places, okay, you will never find it again. So I went online and I bought them. It's from Chilitos. And then I got the platter, the specialty platter. So it's basically these things, but in a platter. So I want to open up the platter. And I did get us gloves because it's super messy.
Thanks. One glove each? Oh, okay. I feel like I need to take off my jacket. But I have a white shirt underneath anyways, too.
Just be careful.
Okay.
I'm not responsible. You get it on your clothes. Okay, so this is a platter of sauce. It just comes with sauce, you guys. And then it's got 3 of their gummies that I think is like their most popular gummies. But I have had this before. It's very wet. It's like a chamoy candy. And
it is a chamoy. Chamoy, and then they put like tahine or something on there. Oh, are these like the rainbow strips?
I'm not sure. I think so. Oh my god. Okay, so then this is just the sauce, extra sauce. This is just like super messy, you guys. But I wanted to try a strawberry dipped in there. And then one of the mangoes in there. Okay, so I think you would like this one. This is a piece of mango.
It smells really good.
I really like the peach rings. The peach rings are really good. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't think I need extra. You like it?
I love Mexican candy. This just tastes like the mango one. It tastes like a mango lollipop. Those Mexican candies.
This really isn't sour to you? Maybe you like sour things now.
Oh, you know what? I had pho earlier this week. I wonder if that burnt my tongue.
I'm looking at you like you're crazy, but I want to do a strawberry in there.
This sauce is surprisingly pretty good.
The sauce is good. This platter is good. Here you go. You can have this one.
Thanks. I wonder if it is the hot pho that burned my taste buds.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you. Okay, because she's not normally like this.
I'm not.
I was afraid she wasn't willing to do this. Because she doesn't eat sour things.
It must have been the hot broth.
Maya, if you're watching, Molly made oxtail pho the other day.
Okay. I say I made oxtail pho, but I didn't. I didn't make it.
Oh, Angela made it again?
No, Gigi didn't.
Molly always claims she makes pho. She knows how to make pho, but I've never seen
I know
her
how to
do
make
it.
pho.
I've never seen
But
her
you know
do it.
what? I was
Maybe in
like,
theory you know how to do it?
no, I have made it. I made it for Ian, her kids, before.
So these are belts, like, but they're all broken up.
I don't think I would like those. Those are like, okay, I gotta try this. So we Gigi made oxtail pho because I bought all the ingredients and everything, and I told my family, because we basically, where I live, it's like a family compound, and so we all live in our own units, but it's all family that live in the building. And I said, hey, I bought all this fuzz stuff. I'm gonna make it because it was supposed to rain and snow, so I wanted something hot. And then Gigi was working from home that day, and so I took liberties and told her, hey, just make the broth. Simmer the meat for 4 hours.
You know what this is? It's the peelable mangoes. The ones that you peel open. That candy.
Mm.
My stomach is hurting now from all the sour stuff. I'm done.
I'm so surprised.
Me too. This is not like you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I really do like these. You can have a bag if you want to take one home.
I can't see myself eating this outside of this.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I eat it at work.
It's kind of messy.
Oh, I use a fork. But so I do this thing, you guys, where I go to Trader Joe's and TJ Maxx and Home Goods, and I look at their snack aisle, and I buy a ton of snacks, and I bring it for my staff to eat. Because if they like it, then I'll try it and I'll go buy more. But we've discovered a lot of really good treats together. It's because I like to bring a lot of treats into work to share with people. But that is one of my favorite pastimes, is buying a bunch of random treats that I discover and have other people eat it for me. Oh man, this was good. The platter is great, you guys, if you're going to share with a lot of people. It is very spicy, and I feel like it's a palette a lot of Hmong people would like, a flavor profile. Because if you like those mangoes, those spicy mangoes that we ate a lot as kids, then you would like this.
It's Mexican candy. It's,
yeah.
If you like Mexican candy, you like the chamoy flavor, you like the tajin, then you would like this.
Yeah. The Chilitos is really good.
Yeah. They are not spicy.
Don't listen to her. Molly somehow damaged her taste buds. Yeah, that's so weird. Because we had Korean barbecue earlier, but yeah. The Korean barbecue was good. Let me wash my mouth out.
Yeah, the powder just tastes like
I'm so shocked.
baby bottle pops.
Oh,
You know?
uh-huh.
Like, it's not like crazy.
I thought you were gonna say like Infamil or something. I was looking at you like, I don't know what that tastes like. Like baby bottle powder. Oh man. Yeah, this is not like Molly. If any of our other family sees Molly eating this, they're gonna be like, ain't no way. This is not like her. Yeah. But no, it was really good. I definitely would recommend it. I'm not sponsored, you guys. I literally just bought it because I kept seeing people eat it. I'm one of those people where I need to experience it myself, so I went and got it. But no, that was good. So welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining. This time I did a lot better, and I posted it more. Okay, air quotations here and earlier. Usually, like a lot of times I want to do lives for you guys, but I get really lazy about posting about it. And I just want to go live. And then I have to think about planning. So like if you guys saw my Facebook post, I literally said from 5 to 6 because I don't know what time in between there is going to be one of those that I'll be available. But we were rushing because we went all around town. We were like in Maple Grove today. And we had to get back to Minneapolis. We still had to get ready. Somebody had to shower. And like we had to get ready to actually film. So we didn't know exactly what time we were going to be done.
I don't think I would ever do that with a lemon. Maybe it's like a mental thing where like I know it's sour and then I'm like,
I knew this was sour going into it, but I didn't think it would be as sour as it ended up being. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
It was not sour.
You was not Molly. But anyways, so today I want to talk to you guys about dowsing rods. So when I was in California recently, and I actually met with somebody, and she brought dowsing rods, travel dowsing rods, and that was my first time ever trying it. And there's a huge theory behind them because usually I bought my own set, you guys.
Oh, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. So dowsing rods, they're technically used to find water, but a lot of people use them for spiritual readings. And I literally haven't even taken them out of the bag yet. So it comes with this bag, which is really nice. I have another set actually coming today. It's a smaller set than this. But the one that the girl had, it was a travel.
What does that mean? Like, what is this comparatively to like a travel one?
So a travel one was, hers would look like pens. Like they were pen shaped.
Like they're tiny.
No, like a pen, like the size of a regular writing pen. And then she pulled it out, and then it turned into a dowsing rod. So it's made out of copper. And apparently what you're supposed to do, and we literally played for it for like 3 minutes only, you guys. And then I went and bought my own because it was weird when I used them. It's like this feeling comes over, but supposedly you're supposed to hold on to them and then they're supposed to move. Okay, and then you're supposed to ask it a question. So, you guys can't even see what I'm doing.
Wait, so it just does this thing by itself?
Yeah, so it's supposed to do this thing where you are supposed to, because they say that it's microcurrents in your body that is getting it to move. The battle of the fates? No. So it's kind of like the pendulums, where it gives you yes and no's, okay? But you have to basically think of a question and it'll show you yes and it'll show you no, right? So and I can't remember, Liz, did I ask it to show me no? Okay, so show me no. Ugh.
Okay.
Okay, so when it's crossed, it means no. Show me yes. Okay, when they're open, it's supposed to be yes. Did Molly really not feel the spiciness? I'm sorry, the sourness.
You know, if I was watching this, I would think this is rigged.
I don't know. What should I ask?
Did Tassie really feel the sourness? Or was she acting? Wait, cross means yes.
See? Do you see this? Do you see how wide?
Wait, hold on. I have to hold these
Okay.
now.
All right, make sure you ground yourself first. Okay, ground yourself. So before you guys do, okay, I feel like we're showing people how to do the Ouija board. It's not like this, okay? You need to ground yourself first. And when it happens for me, I could feel this energy move through me. And then I could feel these about to move before it actually moves. So that's how it feels for me. But I do feel my quinning around when it's moving. So ground yourself first. And then you're supposed to keep your arms steady and just hold it and it'll move on its own. So go ahead.
So show me no.
They say usually cross means no.
Okay, and then show me yes.
It's gonna go around the long way. No, you it's going the wrong way. That's Molly's clock. It's gonna go long way over there.
Oh my god, I think we had too much sugar.
Ask your question. I don't know what
Okay.
question to ask.
Did I damage my taste buds from eating bug? With the theory, we said it's yes.
What?
I didn't move.
How did you damage your taste buds eating bugs?
Okay, so there was
Was it too hot and
I
you
think the
didn't
beef
blow on
was
it?
too hot.
Molly does do this thing, you guys, where she doesn't know how to wait for food to cool down. It's just gone.
No, they literally said, "Don't worry, no one's gonna eat out of your bowl." I say they, my siblings. Am I Aminette's favorite auntie? Screenshot this right now and send it to her.
Ask, is GJ Aminette's favorite auntie?
Is GJ Aminette's favorite auntie? It's so
Quit moving so much.
Okay, wait, let me tuck it to my side. Okay. Is Tassie Aminette's favorite auntie? No! No!
Unless it's going the long way over again. Wait, let's talk about Naru. Forget Aminette.
Am I Naru's favorite auntie? The rods has spoken. That's enough.
Wait. Oh, see.
Wait, no, I was laughing. Here, you
Okay.
hold it.
Please, Naru, you must love me. Okay. Am I Naru's favorite auntie?
Is on the long way.
I would say this is yes.
Okay. Is Molly Naru's favorite auntie? I told you this is rigged. You see these thumbs? She's doing this.
Oh my god. Naru probably really don't like you. You're too intense. Wait, does Oscar love me? I'm like, you better open.
This is rigged.
Okay, Oscar does love me.
Okay, does Oscar...
Wait. Does Oscar see me as alpha? Yes.
No, it's going the long way.
No, it's
Move
not.
that body.
Okay. Because I have this argument with my boyfriend all the time that I'm alpha to Oscar. Is my boyfriend considered alpha to Oscar? I also believe this to be true.
Okay, now ask him if I'm his favorite auntie.
Does Oscar like Molly? I would believe that to be
It's
true.
the thumbs. Oh.
Does Oscar like Louis?
Does Louis like Oscar?
Does Louis like Oscar? Mid. Does Louis like his daddy?
That's crazy.
Does Louis prefer girls?
He need to get her a mama.
He does. Wait, does Louis like me? You better stay open.
If it stays open, it is rigged.
Oh, sorry.
It's a weapon.
So yeah, these are dowsing rods. I guess you. Apparently, that's how you're supposed to use them. But it's made out of copper, and they do rotate freely on their own. But you basically just hold them by the handle. But it's also used to detect water.
So then you can walk around in an area, and then
To sense the direction.
But
some people use it to find things too, because then they'll be like.
Because don't people use this during like ghost hunts?
Yeah, some people do. I've never seen somebody use them. The first time I've ever seen anybody use them, because I've had clients come into my office and they tell me that they use dowsing rods, right? But I've never actually seen it done or used before. And yeah, apparently that's how you use dowsing rods. But I also bought another more compact size, because this is pretty big. You know, it's pretty long.
Do you have it?
No, it still hasn't arrived.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, so apparently that's how you use the dowsing rods. But it's this weird feeling when I use them. I don't know, how did it feel for you when you use them, but I could sense they're about to move. But this is what they say, like it's like your body does these micro twitches and then it moves the rods. Yours are just a little slow. I don't know.
Micro twitches.
Yeah, that's what they call it, like micro
Tourette's.
That is so funny. Oh, your yes is crossed and no is straight. Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. What is okay? No, I don't know what Battle of Fate is on Hulu. It's a reality TV competition show with many Korean fortune tellers. Mudang. You know what? I heard about that. Somebody was telling me about that, and that was really interesting. Oh my God, Nora, I want to know how the dowsing rods have been going for you. Yeah, I would definitely say I am Naru's favorite. I'm also Oscar's favorite. I am alpha to Oscar. And it's all things that I know to be true. But I also need his human to recognize this.
That's so funny. Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to go on live here to also talk to you guys about my recent ceremony experiences. You know, like it's shaman season. Shaman season runs through the first and second quarter, and usually we finish off into the third quarter of the year. Some ceremonies do run into the third quarter, but usually we don't like them to run that late in the year. And then in my lineage, you know, we tend to close off for the new year, and then we reopen for the new year. Oh, good. Happy for you, Nora. Yeah, this is my first ever trying out dowsing rods, so it was just really interesting to try. Now, I do want you guys to know, because I recently had this conversation with another shaman. And so I had a client come in, and I was, doing services for them, looking into their future and stuff like that. But I had to kind of let them know that, like, we had a really interesting conversation. For example, and this might be pretty controversial, what I'm about to say, but you know how there is witchcraft, there's dowsing rods, there's pendulums, there's all sorts of different types of spiritual practices that you guys can do, right? But we were having this conversation about your gifts that are taught to you from your spirit guides through the traditional methods. So the traditional methods that a lot of Hmong people do is going to be, Shai or Shining. And, I understand with tarot cards, the answers seem easier for you to basically, see the cards, and then you go and you look it up online, etc. However, and this is probably my own spirit guides talking, okay? So take this with a grain of salt. However, if you consistently turn to other methods other than the modalities of what you were truly supposed to be doing, you start to lose that craft. You start to lose that art, and you won't be as strong in it. So I understand how, tarot cards and using dowsing rods, all of that, it's all different types of methods that you guys can use. Same thing with, you guys can achieve certain magic spells using witchcraft, right? But if you oneng and you practice it as a shaman, if you are supposed to be a shaman, okay, and, if you are supposed to do it in the Nang form rather than doing it in witchcraft on the outside here, and what people will call yakjenga. So then what happens then is you start to lose a lot more of that art and that gift if you don't master it. Just because one form might seem easier at the beginning for you, that is definitely something you could add on later, right? That is something you guys can dabble into later. But if you are a shaman, you've had too much sugar. But if you are a shaman, it is important to make sure that you really practice your true craft, even if it doesn't seem like it's as easy at the beginning. I always like to tell people, when I first shy for people, I was shaking. Like, I was holding the paper shaking, you guys, because I didn't know what I was doing. But here was this auntie who came, and she could speak really good Hmong, and I know she's seen hundreds of shamans in her lifetime, and I am 22 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. And so definitely through me consistently using Shai, because my teacher was old school. She didn't like the thought of doing tarot. She told me to throw my tarots away. Sorry, auntie, I still have them. But like she was very much so against flowers, against using candles and everything like that. But that is what she grew up with, her style. And so because I was forced to face doing Shai in the traditional form, I became really good at it. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to say, that yes, although tons of other modalities exist, you should do the practice of your own guides and what you're supposed to do. And then once you've mastered it, definitely you get free to dabble into other things. But just remember, because it's easier to comprehend or it's a shortcut at the time, it doesn't mean that that's what you're meant to do. Yes, being cautious with any divination tools. Yeah, the first time, if everybody could just tell us the stories of your first client or your first Shai, and like where you have come, like how far you have come. And I remember at the time, it was like very, very few words, because I used to do this thing where I wouldn't say anything unless my guides, they said it to me. Like I had to hear it. But I wasn't good at feeling it. I wasn't good at the visions and understanding the visions at the time. I definitely was not good at how they just take over and say things, right? So that took years, you guys, years. Because I would just sit there and not say anything unless my guides told me. But then I read Joss papers. So when I look at Joss papers, I see images through them. But sometimes I don't know what the image means. I don't know what I'm supposed to, how am I supposed to decipher this image, you know, like, because then I'll see people, but I don't know who this person is. So I'll try describing this person for a lot of people. And then over time, it finally dawned on me, oh, you know, it's supposed to be, this is the story of something that happened to you a long time ago that's led you to where you are now. But I didn't know that. So I didn't know how or where those images kind of lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Can Miss L. Vang says, can Shai be a way to find the method you should be choosing? Let me move this
Like
closer.
going to a shaman practitioner and asking? Is that kind of like...
Can Shai be a way to find the method you should be using? Do you mean like going to a shaman and asking them to see what your method is? Because usually you go to your teacher for that. But you know what my teacher taught me? My teacher taught me that not all shamans can Shai. Cooper, Tassie, I remember your Michael story as a kid, how he showed up with a bag over his head and beat up the guy. My mom and stepdad told my siblings to be cautious about opening the door. Yep. Yeah, if you get tired using your tarot cards, yep. Because I used to get, oh, you know what? I forgot. We had more snacks to try.
I was looking at them this whole time. But I think I have enough sugar.
We have kiwi slices dipped in white chocolate. And then we have pineapple dipped in strawberry chocolate. Yeah, because then to try it with the powders. Okay, maybe we'll do this later. I feel like I was going to answer someone's question and then I just totally forgot.
You were talking about how you have to go to see a teacher, your teacher, to be able to figure out how you Shai.
Yeah, because not everyone, this is from what my teacher told me, because back then I used to ask my teacher, you know, like, how am I supposed to Shai? And she looked at me and because I genuinely didn't know, but she was kind of looking at me like, don't you know? And I'm like, no, I did not know. But she told me not all shamans can Shai. So when they say that, okay, it means you cannot look into things like unless you oneng. So the difference, okay, so oneng means your bench is out, someone's hitting the gong and you are full on trancing, right? That is oneng. So some shamans, they have to enter a trance in that method to be able to do it. However, typically what that means also is this shaman is meant to really just be good at illnesses, not like future things, right? Like your partner in the future. How many partners are you supposed to have? How many children are you supposed to have? What they can do though, since they specialize in illnesses, they can look at your papers to decide, how many children you're supposed to have? Do you have a tsinga and stuff like that? So there's that they could do. However, typically if you are a shaman where you just kind of like, if you've been a client of mine and you've come to my office and you see how I perform Shai at my shrine, if you as a shaman yourself have tried to do that and nothing comes to you, or you look at flowers or you look at joss papers and you have candles on and everything and nothing is coming to you, or you feel like you always get the wrong info, it just means that you are not supposed to be those shamans that can Shai in those forms. Because Shai is technically a different form from Shineng, but some people just can like combine the words, okay? Shineng is, to me, when you are going to look into an illness, right? Shai is more of futuristic things, like your wealth, your job, your career, your business you're growing. You know, like people around you, you just kind of want to know, is there anybody really bad around you? You should probably consider cutting off. Or like your relationship, why isn't it going anywhere? Why do you feel stagnant? Those kind of things, some of it can be related to an illness or like something spiritually wrong with you, which I would consider shining. But then Shai is more, again, you know, flowers and candles and joss paper. I hope that was making sense to you guys. Between drums and dreams, do you feel that doing Shayai on a bench is better than just standing in front of the shrine, or does it not matter and it depends on the shaman lineage? Honestly, I don't, that's a loaded question. So I remember my first time having to Shaineng with my bench, right? Like I knew I had people coming over for a Shayai. So I was like, oh, this is going to be easy peasy. I don't have the Oneng. I can just look into it really quickly at my shrine, right? But for some reason, my body was moving on its own, and it went to go pick up my chair and started dragging the chair to put in front of my shrine. And I remember I stopped, and I'm like, why did I grab my chair? Because I'm not going to Oneng, because I had to Oneng every day, you guys. Okay, I'm really lazy about having to Oneng now. Like, I got PTSD.
And then just to clarify, Onenging isn't doing a full ceremony.
Correct. Oneng, yep, Molly's correct. This is, you have to look into something with your bench, which means you're fully entering the spirit world, right? This is not just looking from the surface. And so I only had to do that one time, and it was because that client was really sick. And at the end of it, my Koneng said this person needs surgery, and they ended up having to have surgery. Yeah, so, and that was a really bad type of illness. But typically now, because now I no longer have to do it with my bench. Now I can just do it at my shrine. But I also Shayai very differently from back then. Like back then, when I first raised myself, I would Shayai literally like with no Junengs at all. I would just stand there and pray, and all this info comes to me. But now I Shayai very differently than I did back then. So
why do you think that is so?
For me, it's more for my own protection. You know, like one of the things that I spend a lot of time trying to teach my students is protection. Okay, I don't care how much knowledge comes to you. You need to protect yourself. So, you know, like because a lot of the clients who come to me, I don't know who they are. I don't know what they're going through. You know, I've seen the most cheerful, innocent girl have the most vicious demon on her chasing me around. Okay, so you know, there's a lot that goes into this. You know, it's like, so like I do what I do now strictly to protect myself. So that's probably why I don't need to take my bench out as much.
So would you say like if someone were to not have the proper protections when they're gonna go Shining or Shayaya, that individual can be afflicted?
Yes, 100%. You know, like, you know, I've mentioned this before too. I've had people tell me they just want to be a psychic. You know, like they don't want to actually do ceremonies for people in the future. Go ahead. But the point of your teacher and the process of a lineage is to properly protect yourself so you can just be a psychic, you know, because when we are dealing with clients, especially in the shaman spiritual realm, they're usually very haunted. Okay, these aren't like happy-go-lucky people usually that usually have a problem, which is why they're coming to you. So you know, sometimes they're easy things that people are asking about, right? It's lighter, but that's not going to be every client. And so knowing the proper methods and the proper ways to protect yourself is so important as a shaman, because when your client leaves, you know, you don't want their demons staying with you. So it is so important to have the proper protections. So between drums and dreams, it's a loaded question what you asked. Have you asked your rods if it's your guides you're communicating? Oh, that's a good one. I have not asked that. I know some people use the rods to communicate with the spirit or other things instead. You know, for me, when I'm holding onto the rods, I can see my spirit guide standing there, and they're kind of looking at me like, are you serious? So when I am really wanting a yes question, I literally will challenge that rod, which is my spirit guide. I'm looking at them like, you better not close.
That's why I said.
Because like for me, it's more of like, I know it's my spirit guides, but it's this weird feeling because I can see them around me and I can feel them with the rods. Walk with Yeah. I was really into the pendulum at the beginning of Bruce's journey. When I tried it, the pendulum would never move or swing. Now that it can finally move on its own, I am no longer interested. The pendulum definitely, like, for me, you know, like, in my lineage, okay, we don't normally use pendulums and the dowsing rods, right? However, my spirit guides and we find it, oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, where'd you get this charger from?
From your office.
Oh, okay.
I said I'll bring it back.
I was like, this is a nice looking charger. Okay. For myself, in our actual lineage, like, you know, those kind of tools we don't actually use. However, I like my students to be educated on what's out there, you know? So that's why we play around with things. But I know my spirit guides, they do get excited because they like to, to them, it looks like toys. So they get excited. And so Shaya is more like what I want to plan a trip overseas, and Oneng is fixing a problem. Not necessarily. Let's just say if you ever have to go and see a shaman for something and they pull out their bench, one, it could be that is their style, or two, is probably something pretty heavy. Because usually we only ever really go inside to Oneng is if it's something really heavy.
What is that word?
Which word?
That pump?
Are Shai and Shai? Wait, okay, we can't read Bong. What is PHUM?
Does she mean like Shy Ma? Are Shy and Shy Ma different?
Miss Elving. We don't know. Oh, luck. Mong. Good luck.
Oh.
Shy.
I've never heard of that word before.
Weren't you just asking how do you say fate in Hmong? How do you guys say fate in Hmong?
I've heard people say Mong.
Yeah, I've heard Mong being like, because you know what? When I look at somebody who's gonna pass on, my Kwaneng, they will say Tu Mong. Tu Mong means they are going to pass on, meaning your fate is ending. So, but Mong is also a term that we use like for karma. Luck. And yeah. So.
Yeah, because I was looking it up and it had like long phrases. I can't remember what they were.
I know. Yeah, if you're cold, go ahead. Mong and Mong are different. Mong is fate and Mong is luck. This is why my Hmong teacher hated me.
Girl, what Hmong teacher?
Oh, when Mom made all of us go. Not you guys. You weren't born yet.
Oh, you guys actually had a teacher.
Yes, he hated me. He tried kicking me out of the class.
That's so funny.
Fate is fate. I use Google Translate. I know it's the tones, but it is right. It's spelled the same way. HMOO.
That's the same.
Mong and Mong are no different.
G at the end, so they are pronounced as the same. So is Shai similar to running diagnosis while Oneng is troubleshooting?
Yeah, that's a good way of seeing it, Cooper. Okay, so Yang up here had asked, how do you distinguish dreams from lessons with your guides, aside from the feelings and energy you feel? You know, honestly, I feel like dreams, it's one of those things where it can be so personal and catered so much to each individual. But what I've learned, and this is true for myself, okay? What I've learned is if I ever wake up and I feel like something's wrong, or I feel like that dream stands out a lot, then I know it's a message, right? But if it's a dream that is more like, that was really weird, I'm just so glad it's over, like I see those more as lessons. And I think about, did I pass or fail? If you ever wake up and you are in pain, so like, for example, I don't know if you've ever had that dream of falling and then you wake up and you jerk, or
You failed if you wake up and jerk.
Yes, but also it can be usually if you have pain that resulted, like let's say you dreamt somebody shot you with a gun, right? And you wake up and that spot is in pain. Those kind of things, it means it's really going to happen. Like I've had
to that extreme.
No, not usually to that extreme, okay. But that is their best way to get your attention and to scare you. That's why you're feeling those things. So that is very true to me and from several people I've spoken to as well. Because I've had dreams of like two people trying to break in. And then I remember I'm trying to hold the door closed, but then I can't. And I remember I woke up, something like jolted me awake, and I felt my head hurting. Like, and obviously I was just laying there. It's not like I hit the wall or something like that. And then something really did happen, not to me, but to somebody I know, and their head got injured. So it's just one of those things where, those kind of, and I've dreamt of, if you ever dream of like disasters, like natural disasters, something will 100% happen. Okay. So those are just kind of things, not to scare y'all.
What about like if you wake up from a dream and you have bruises on your legs?
Oh, that is definitely you failed and you were most likely attacked by something. Bruises, if you wake up, you should not be waking up with bruises. And if you do, something is attacking you. You brought something with you, it's attacking you. I believe Shaman with a V relates to looking into your fate. It looks into pregnancy, career, spouses. Shaman. I've never called it Shaman. I just call it all Shai.
Wait, but then you literally said like Shining and Shai.
Yeah, because to me, Shining is an illness. Shai is more of like your mon. But that's interesting. Shaman.
Shaman.
I'm like, looking. I was like, I've never called it Shaman. Mon. I quit with the Hmong here right now. It's too many versions. Too many versions. Okay. Yeah, tornadoes. So there is some open questions, but I'm supposed to talk about some of my ceremony tales.
I don't think we've gotten there yet.
Yeah, no. So I wanted to tell you guys about, because it's been a while. Oh my God, there's so much that happened. Sometimes I just need somebody to be with me to just record as we go.
Well, usually that's your Husha, but I haven't been with you since like almost February.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beginning of February.
Yeah, because then my other two assistants went with me the past couple of times here. So recently, it was really funny because, it was a pain during that time. I went ordained for like almost 3 hours, you guys. So I remember I went to go do a ceremony recently, and my koneng, they were telling me, it's going to be a long one for you. And I was like, come on, you guys, let's not do this. Okay? We all got things to do. Okay. For me, I know what things I need to work on. I need to work on allowing spirits to talk, because I feel like there's no point in letting spirits talking. If I already know the end result, let's just get to the end result. There's no point in this banter, but some shamans love to hear the banter. Okay. I am not that shaman. Okay. Because spirits don't have nice things to say usually. Right. And they say some audacious things sometimes. And I always tell people with ceremonies, the like they're just gonna crack your egg and all the stuff you want to hide in the closet is coming out. I remember this one time I was onanging for a student and the student was whispering from the sideline, please, not right now. Don't do this. Don't do this. It's like, I'll deal with it later, but not right now. Because the whole family was there on both sides. Yeah, so alive at Monk Village. I don't know about that.
That's funny.
It's gonna be so loud there. But anyways, so you know, I remember this ceremony. I was like telling my spirit guides, like, hey, let's not do it for a long time. And I remember I was onanging and I was like, oh my God, this is so long. Honestly, that ceremony really taught me patience. Like, I am not a patient person a lot of times in the spirit world because I know my job. I'm doing my job. I'm moving. Like, if you're in my way, I either cut you down or I just ignore you. And so literally this, like, I was chasing after an entity. And usually, you know, I just fly around. So everything's really fast. I could not fly because I remember it looks like a Pegasus and I'm on this horse and I see the entity and it's like me and this is the entity, okay? I can see him and I'm chasing him and I'm going faster than him, but at the same time, he's still making leeway. So I remember I was chasing him for like almost a full hour, you guys, okay? It took forever to reach him. And my spirit guides were telling me if I fly, he is going to escape. He knows I'm probably going to fly because I'm not a patient person. So I had to sit there and chant and chant and chant, go through all these rolling hills, go through all these places. And I couldn't get distracted because I needed to keep him in my vision. Finally got rid of it. And I remember during that ceremony, I went in with my jianing. Like, I started to onang with my jianing first because I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get jumped as soon as I get in here. So I had my jianing ready, and when I was going, it was like really light, really easy. And I was like, I almost put my jianing away, you guys, because that's how light and easy it was. But it is a trap, you guys. So one of the things that I do a lot is my spirit guides, they will take over my body a lot. So even though I kept telling myself in my head, like, hey, let's put our jianing away. We don't even need it right now. They would not let me release my jianing. And I couldn't tell my assistant to put my jianing away. And so I remember after I got rid of the entity, I was like, oh, this was like really light, really easy. Like, oh, okay. And then the real one appeared. And I was like, okay, I see now why they wouldn't let go of the jianing. And so I had to do this thing where I tossed my jianing, and I remember I had to have my assistant hand it back to me. And for some reason, my assistant is usually really good. All of them. They're really good.
As a disclaimer, this assistant was not me.
You know, because like when somebody hands a jianing to a shaman who is onanging, there's a handle, right? There's a handle. So usually the handle goes here. So that way you can hold the jianing and the handle's up here. But for some reason, they handed it to me like this.
Oh.
And I was like, I remember my kuaning were mad because they were like, they're going to hand it to you wrong. And I was like, no, they're not. And then they handed it to me like this. So what did I have to do? I had to keep moving it up like this until I could get to the handle up at the top of my hand. But what happens is there's a cloth on my shaman rings because I'm wearing my shaman rings and I have the jianing with the cloth too. Now it's gotten caught up in my rings, okay? But the jianing, during the journey, there are times when I have to toss it to capture things. And I remember the demon was right in front of me. He was massive, you guys. He was massive. And I was like, okay. And then my kuaning said, toss it. And then I toss it. The string gets caught up in my rings and it's dangling. And I was like, I'm just kidding. Scout's honor, you cannot attack me right now.
As you were just about to attack him.
Please, Scout's honor, do not hit me. Give me another try. Give me another chance. Oh my God. My Kuning were so mad, you guys. They stopped. And my assistant had to no again. They had to hit the gong again to get my Kuning to go again. And then they were so mad. Like, this is the most pissed off I've ever seen my spirit guides. Like, you know, like, I mean, I've seen them pretty mad, but this was the worst. So, like, the rest of the ceremony, I tried to be really nice to my assistant, but my assistant was like, I could feel it. I could feel that, the wrath of your guides. Oh my God, they were so livid. I was like, damn, they're about to leave me here. Like, yeah, no, so that was like probably the worst. But it was interesting because then me and my students were talking about it, and we do think that it happened intentionally, right? Having that demon that I was going up against, because he was a big hefty boy, and we do think that it all happened intentionally to on purpose for me to miss it. And I remember one of my students there present. They were like, well, what happens if they attacked you at that time? And I was like, that's why we got a pig, you know? So we stayed in the pig, so it hits the pig. Because then when I was wanenging and I had the pig, I do remember seeing a sword coming and it hit the pig, bounced it back. And I was like, man, it's so nice to waneng with animals. Because I do both. You know, you could do black magic or animals in my lineage. And so I loved ceremonies where there's an animal, but again, I've also learned my lesson from my spirit guides. I cannot just rely on the animal to protect me.
That is just so interesting, though. You know,
What?
that the pig actually, like...
Yes, because the pig is supposed to protect you.
Clearly, it's supposed to be there to protect you, but it's just like, you know, in that kind of
Yep.
story.
Oh, yeah. Nope. I always see images of me like in the spirit's pig, like the pig's spirit or the animal's spirit. One heart left. I did get him. We did get rid of him. Oh, thank God. And you know, my spirit guides don't like the shorter cloth. Ricky says, hi, would love your take from a shaman perspective of the earth moving into the 5th dimension. And then there's rising our consciousness, multi-dimension connections, UFO connections, and disclosure of the corruption. So I have a feeling you're going into talks about different realms. And there are a lot of things that my spirit guides don't allow me to share with people who aren't my students. So the easiest thing that I could tell you guys is that okay, this is tinfoil hat time, you guys, okay? I was recently having this conversation with somebody that I generally like to stay away from a lot of waneng politics. Okay, when I say that, in the spirit world, there's a lot of politics, and I like to stay out of it because I don't live there. Like, I live here. And they are not allowed to live here. Even though they can come and visit, they can come around, they can be around, they don't live here like life like us. So my take on that is that I focus on my life here, not the life in the spirit world, right? Whatever's going on, I trust the process is being taken care of, okay? Just like they would trust that we who are sent here with tasks and everything, we are doing what we're supposed to do down here, and that they can't interfere in that way, right? So I like to stay away from a lot of spiritual politics because when I pass on, I'm going right back to it. So none of that stuff is really important. I have to focus on my own life and my own personal things here. So the easiest thing I could tell you with the tinfoil hat, okay, for Ricky, I want you to think of it as, if you know anything about our older generations, like our elders and their Neng style, right? I want you to think of it as, what is the biggest difference between their Neng style, if you know what it looks like when you go and see an elder in the spirit world, versus somebody right now versus somebody who is you, like younger, who just been, they're new babies, right? We are all kind of different, is what I'm trying to hint at. There's a reason why we're all kind of different. And that is the closest I can tell you, because my Kone are closing the gates. Like, stop talking. So there are certain things I can't tell you guys that I might know, because a lot of times it's like a need to know basis. And also, if you're not destined on that path, you're not supposed to know that information. And then if you're not a student, you're not supposed to know that information. But that is the best I can do to try to give you a tip, okay? What protects the shaman during ceremonies if they plan to use black magic only? You know, that's a really good question, yeah. For my lineage, we use Nong, right? So we use the spirit of the tree. However, there are other shaman lineages who use rocks and everything, and they also believe in rocks having a spirit too. We just don't prefer that method. So that is why you can use rocks. Okay, I'm telling you this right now, you can. In my lineage, if we wanted to, we could use a rock, but my spirit guides, they have an aversion to rocks. So that's why we prefer the other method. But yep, that's what we use. It's basically another spirit. Okay. Chur says, I would like your intake on when spirits come and approach me, regardless good or bad. And what if you heard someone telling you, oh, a white one is coming, and you see that as a ghost or spirit? I think that really depends, Chur. Kind of like, what do they want from you?
Like if you can feel like malice or evil intent or not.
Because I remember I once had a dream about a demon, and this wasn't my demon. It was a demon on somebody, and it was somebody who I was close to. But I remember the demon in my dream stopped and sniffed me, because they couldn't see me. I was being hidden, but they could hear my voice. But then all of a sudden they sniffed me and they said, you're a dragon. And then I woke up like, get away, because then you know too much, kind of a thing. So yeah, it all just really depends.
So what does the dragon smell like?
That's what I want to know.
Would it be free game as of attack, or what would you do? I think that was your story when you were onenging.
Oh,
And you know how like you said that like he was gonna swing at you and then to bounce off of the big.
Oh, that's what I was being attacked.
Yeah.
I want to try this pineapple with strawberry chocolate. You want to try the kiwi one with white chocolate?
Sure. I really want that Costco cheesecake croissant.
Oh yeah. I want a glove. You want a glove?
Yeah. Thanks. I'll just do one glove.
That reminds me, Cooper says, I asked my brother why he used the pig's jaw for his shrine. He said the spirit of the pig is the foundation of the shrine, just like how trees provide wood for the structure of a home. That's really sweet. Do you know what your guys are doing when you don't need them momentarily? Oh, this is interesting looking. Oh, these look really, you know what? I need to get some of these pineapples more often. They're actually really good. I heard it takes a long time to dehydrate these.
Pineapples?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are so funky looking. These are kiwi.
These are not good. You should not have any.
Now this smells sour.
These are really good. You don't like it?
Okay, so like, you know how
Wait, I can't share with you. You're dirty.
Give me a napkin. The fruit, when like, this isn't freeze dried. This is like air dried or whatever. But like they put sugar on it. So it's like ridiculously sweet. Let me try the pineapple. I'm surprised. I don't mind the pineapple. Because fresh pineapple I usually don't care for.
You know, because kiwis have a bunch of seeds, it tastes mongy. Because you're tasting all the seeds. That's so good. I know your taste buds are broken. I would probably just eat this with a bunch of the sauce to kind of hide the flavor.
This pineapple does taste a little more fresher than the candied, like
kiwi.
No, the part of the candy snacks thingies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really good. I do love pineapple, fresh pineapple. Mm-hmm. All right, back to Mrs. Questions. Do I know what your guides are doing when you don't need them momentarily? My guides have a lot of my personality traits. They are generally really curious. And you know, it's interesting because I've had clients ask me, not all shamans are like this, okay? I've had clients ask me, do I need the names of their grandma or, you know, like, or of their grandpa? No, I personally do not need them. However, some shamans do. So I think it is really good when you go and seek out shamans, ask them what they need for them to look at somebody you know, right? In general, though, my spirit guides, they don't need to know their names, where they live, where they were born, because they go through you. They go through you to find the person you're thinking of. So even if you told me about a coworker who I've never met, I will know things about your coworker. But it's more of just, it's because of it's through you. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Highlander. I tried to. In reality, I'm just really lazy. I don't like this without the chocolate.
And I don't like it with the chocolate. But I think fruit with chocolate when it's dried is weird.
Okay, the kiwi is a little...
It's the
wind.
Kiwi,
I know. The kiwi is
the window's closed.
The kiwi is a little weird tasting. It tastes, you know, like the thug of kiwi. It tastes like kiwi skin. It's very interesting. I would not recommend this one. All right, so you says, I wanted to ask, did you guys know my favorite Hmong boy name is Yu Peng? I don't know why, but Yu Peng has always been a favorite Hmong boy name. It just so happens your name is also Yu Peng. I wanted to ask more of a therapy question. What would you recommend for pursuing my journey without the support from my elders? Stuck between wanting to pursue or not because I don't know what to do or start. Did you guys know that Liz and Scott with Soul Collective, because they are licensed therapists, they actually do a lot of sessions like that with people in our community. So from my own perspective, what I would definitely state though, you know, when I see a lot of clients who come through and they are stuck in that balance where they feel like they aren't getting the support from their parents, but they understand this may be their kind of journey and how do they go about that. And I always give them this advice, but I really wonder sometimes if they know what I mean. So you have to be the one to walk through that door. right? If you know this is your path, your journey, all the signs are there, you know, everyone's been telling you from the beginning of time, you're supposed to be a shaman, right? No one is going to walk through that door for you, right? Like you can go and ask for help, but there are certain things that may be within your own reach, and you shouldn't have to rely on someone else, you know? So for especially like if you are like, okay, there's this whole thing in the Hmong community. If you once you're married, you're no longer considered a child. But let's say you're 30 years old and you're not married, you're still considered a child, okay? Make it make sense. But if you're like 18 and you're married, you're considered an adult, all right? So usually you don't want to go over like like your parents, you know. So a lot of people, they're stuck between that, and honestly in those scenarios it's not about going over them. Even if you ask them and, you know, like hear them out, really understand where are they coming from, right? Like what are hear out their concerns, because sometimes I feel like parents, they feel that everything is put on them and they don't know how to deal with this right now. They don't know the resources. They don't know who to go to get you help, right? So, and then they don't know, they're worried, they're concerned about the cost, they're concerned about the money. So you really have to have those conversations with them. Like, no, I'm going to raise, I have the money saved. I need your help XYZ, like to find a teacher, to Neng, or, you know, those are the kind of things that maybe they need to know exactly what you need them of them rather than they're stuck too. Because I discovered that my own mother, you know, she would always brush off things that we would tell her. She would try to convince us we were crazy, the gaslighting was real, you know. But
that bucket that we all just saw flew across the room, that didn't happen.
Like, but as adults, when I confront her again, because, you know, I got a big mouth, I confront her again, she tells me she's new. Her whole life we were haunted. She's always known. But she did admit she just didn't know what to do, you know, because we were so young when these kind of things were happening. And, you know, like me raising in my shaman journey, my mom had nothing to do with it, you guys. She wasn't even there any of my raising days. You know, like all of this, I had to, it just, everything just fell in place. I just happened to have a house. Okay. I bought a house when I was really young. I just happened to have the support. I just happened to have the money. And I didn't even know everything I was getting into. And then everything just happened. And then I was done with all my shrines. So, but my parents weren't involved during that time. And so, I mean, this was back when I was 22. I'm 39 now. So I don't even know if somebody can do the math. Okay. Like
17 years.
Oh, thank you. I was like 50 years ago.
Okay.
You know, it was such a long time. And shamanism back then was even harder.
So crazy. 17 years. Yeah. You're old.
I am old, you guys. I am. Because, like, Molly's 12 years younger than me. I know she don't look... I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm no longer allowed to choke you. I'm no longer allowed to choke you. No, I was playing a game with... I was in Milwaukee with my student and her boyfriend, and we were playing this game. And he betrayed me. And I remember all I said to him was, I'm no longer allowed to choke people. And he was just kind of like, okay. Anyways, you know, like, honestly, I feel like with those kind of things, you are the one who has to take those initiative. You are the one who has to become educated, because a lot of times our parents, they're still growing. You guys, okay.
And especially if they haven't gone through it themselves either.
Yes.
They don't know where to start. So it's easier for them to like push it aside, push it under the rug, because it's not evident in their life, right?
And what I've discovered a lot is in the, like, for among people, we have clans, right? And usually there is always that one clan member that knows the answer to everything. So everyone's parents go to that uncle or that grandpa. Everybody goes to that person because they don't know what to do. Because normally they're used to matziya, meaning they're used to just having somebody tell them what to do. So a lot of times that could be your parent. Your parent may be that person who is used to having another uncle or cousin or somebody who actually tells them what they're supposed to do, but they don't know how to do it themselves.
It's easier to follow suit than try to like pave your own way a lot of times.
And I remember telling my teacher, you know, like a lot of my own shortcomings. Like, I don't know how to do a ceremony. Like, you know, and what I did was I actually went to one of my friends, her parents, because her parents always did one thing. They were like, there ain't no way you're going to do a ceremony. I was like, I am. And her parents showed up so early and they literally helped kill chickens. They helped do all the food. Like, and after that, I was like, I'm just going to cater you. This is too much work for anybody to do.
But was it a ceremony for yourself?
This was my first raising day.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, when I woke up early and I boiled all the eggs. I boiled every egg in my house.
She doesn't pay attention. You know.
No, this was my first. My teacher didn't tell me any of this. She just said she'll get there early and she'll come help, right? So I was like, I'm gonna wake up even earlier and boil all the eggs. I just knew ceremonies had boiled eggs, but I didn't know you're supposed to leave them raw. So somebody else had to run out and go and buy more eggs. And they felt so bad because they were like, it's okay. Well, we just don't have to. You saved us time. We don't have to boil eggs for later. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
That's such a lie.
Well, it is true because we did hand those eggs out later.
Yeah, but you still gotta boil those eggs that were used for the ceremony.
But you know, anyways, so it is important. What I'm trying to say here is, if you don't know what is the process, you have to ask your teacher or your potential teacher, like the lineage you're trying to go into. You have to ask them, what are their rules? What do they like? What do they require of the families? So that way you can tell your family, okay, this is what they said that is required to ask them to be a teacher, you know, and this is what is required on the ceremony day. And this is how they like their animals. Like, you don't know unless you ask. And I feel like a lot of times people are too afraid to ask the shaman themselves. But you guys can ask the shaman. Trust me, you can ask the shaman the question, because if you don't know, they will tell you. You know, they usually aren't trying to make it hard and difficult on you unless they really don't want to help. Okay? And that is a real thing, okay? So if you guys ever find a shaman who's making it real difficult for you, it's because they probably don't have the bandwidth, and this is the nicest way they can tell you, or they really don't want to help you. I'm just saying. Oh my God. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Moderator?
Okay, so Termo asked is, thank you. I don't know if it's malicious or not. Like, how can you tell? This goes back to the other question on like, oh, how do you know the intent? Is it evil? Is it good? Is it bad?
Are you talking about spirits? Like, if spirits are around you?
Comes to you, yeah.
Oh, you should be able to tell. Like,
and okay, so what she's saying is like, what do you feel?
For me, it's you feel a creepy feeling. Like, you can't deny you can't deny the creepy feeling.
Does the creepy feeling always translate to bad intent?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Yep. Even if they look very innocent, very nice, they seem sweet, and you feel
even goosebumps, chills.
No, because some spirits just do that to you. You know, like, okay, I asked somebody once, do you know if you have a good gut instinct? And how do you know you had good gut instincts? Think back in your life when you had to make life choices. Were they always bad or were they always good? That's how you know if you have good gut instincts or not. So if you've always made bad life choices, you do not have good gut instincts. But if everything has always just fallen in place, everything has always worked out, and even for the better, means you have good gut instinct. So that's what I would rely on. So if you know you have bad gut instincts, do the opposite.
Someone says, how do you protect yourself if you are not a shaman but want to dabble into spiritual stuff?
I would recommend, one, go to a shaman because they can do things to help protect you. Two, if you don't know of a shaman, okay, because they're not just everywhere, the best advice I would give you is you need to have really good gut instinct. Okay. You really do. You need to have good gut instinct to know when something bad is happening. So, for example, if you ever are doing something spiritually and you start to feel something really bad has happened or something really bad is here and you need to, whatever happens, you cannot stop what you're doing until you get rid of it. You must get rid of it or it's staying. Okay. And this is true even for shamans who are practicing in onenging. If you go in oneng and you find you're somewhere really dark and scary, you don't think this is a good idea. You can't just turn around and leave. It's already with you. You have to see it through to the end now. This also applies to Shayai, right? So for Shayai, when I say that, I'm not saying you have to take care of it and get rid of it. What I'm saying is you need to escape. You must escape and be completely clear and pure, like literally pure, like clean, before you release yourself from the spirit world or it will follow you back. So grounding yourself is also something that will really, really help you. Tons of different cultures and beliefs, they believe in the salt theory. So I believe the salt theory is the same thing as the corn and the pepper theory for Hmong people and the peach branches. You have to believe in it or it doesn't work, okay? So if you don't believe in the power of it, you give it no power. So that is what I would recommend for people who are trying to dabble in some spiritual things, but you don't really know what you're doing. Grounding yourself, having good gut instincts, and knowing simple techniques to protect your space and your mental well-being. So lately, this has been a topic of conversation a lot for people around me is intrusive thoughts. So I'm really good at detecting intrusive thoughts because I don't normally get them. So
really?
Yeah.
You, of all people, you don't get intrusive thoughts?
Nope. Intrusive thoughts is not normal for me. So when I detect it, I know something's wrong immediately because I am not. You get intrusive thoughts
all the time.
You're not supposed to. Okay. Okay. When I say intrusive thoughts, let's go into a little deeper. Okay. Intrusive thoughts are the bad thoughts. You're like, oh, I'm going to go to the grocery store. And then all of a sudden you hear something like, oh, so I can die in the road. Like some random, you get that?
Okay, wait.
Let me go do some more Reiki on you.
Wait, no, I think our intrusive definition.
Wait, what do you think intrusive thoughts is?
Like just like wild ideas.
Oh.
Like I don't know if I could say this. Well, is it like one of those where like intrusive thought, like on my way to work, I drive like kind of on a cliffside where I'm just like, I could just. Is that an intrusive thought?
That is an intrusive thought. Okay. I don't get intrusive thoughts. I do have thoughts, but I'm not thoughting of yeeting myself off a cliff. Okay.
You know how like I always tell you, I have my thoughts be thoughting. That's what I mean.
Suicide? Like,
no, but like.
No.
I mean, I guess at the end of those thoughts, the end would truly be.
Oh, I like what Gauchi said. They often make you feel terrible or bad.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. No.
So I'm really good at detecting when there are intrusive thoughts around because that's something that doesn't happen to me. So all of a sudden, if like literally I'll start hearing these other voices and then I'll stop and I know immediately something's here, Really?
That's so interesting.
I need to do some more Reiki on you.
I'll pay attention next time.
Let me go put my tinning on you.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
That is wild. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean?
That you have a lot of intrusive thoughts.
But we know I'm very haunted.
That's true. But you're not supposed to have intrusive thoughts, you guys. So, what I was trying to say through all of this weird tangents, that's how you can know something's wrong. If something like this isn't normal for you, you should be able to pick up those signs really fast.
But what if having intrusive thoughts is normal?
Now you
your
know.
whole life.
Now you know. You know you shouldn't have intrusive thoughts. So the reason why you shouldn't have, especially as a practicing shaman, practicing shamans should not have intrusive thoughts. If you do, you need to li, like you have to cleanse them and filter them. Yeah, and filter them. Because there are some bad ones mixed in there.
Thank you, K Crazy. It doesn't help that your name is crazy, but yes. I just thought it was like normal everyday life.
I think because I'm always thinking of other things. Like I'm not thinking about I'm gonna take these shears and stab me. Okay, I was gonna say you, but me. I don't know. Some people do those things. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just making up things. I don't have intrusive thoughts. But when I have heard intrusive thoughts, they were weird. They were really weird.
That's so interesting. Like, I guess you and I are on that opposite spectrum where, like, you think it's interesting that I get them, but I think it's interesting you don't get them. You of all people, I thought you would.
No. No. I will. Next weekend. Wait, didn't I just do it for you?
Wait, who was that?
Barbara.
Oh.
Madeline, I hope that helps you. How do you know you gotta filter your guides? Oh, and if you find that you're giving the wrong answer or not the wrong, but sometimes it is the wrong, but sometimes it's the opposite. Like you keep giving the opposite, like where you keep saying yes to something, but then somebody tells you it's no. You also need to filter your spirit guides.
But typically you can't filter it unless you're like raising, right?
Correct. Good call out. You have to be a practicing shaman to filter your guides. And in some lineages, they don't let you do it until like your second. So usually your teacher does it for you. But usually your teacher, they get your Quenning will snitch on you to your teacher. That's terrible, Cooper. You have an urge to scare a baby.
Okay, so I will say I have not a theory. I have this thing where I'm like, I don't scare babies and I don't scare old people. Just because they always say, like, if you scare old people or a baby, okay, it sounds very horrible, but like they're closer to death. You know, or like, okay, I guess like the OGs, they say, you know, but you could die.
Okay, anyway. Man.
So, do you know the difference? How do you perceive other spiritually gifted people's guides? Gosh, I can't read. Do they all look different or feel different? Especially non-Hmong people.
That's a good question. I have a lot of people who come to me and they're not Hmong. And I've been able to see their guides. But you know, just the other day, I had a Black client. And I went to go and look into their ancestors. And they look exactly what I thought they would look like. They were very scary looking. But they were trying to hand me something to give to my client. And I was like, I'm not taking that. But it looked like, I don't know if I can say this on social media. But think of like a baby animal with no skin. And I was like, oh, I'm okay. I don't think. But they kept wanting me to give it to my client because they said, because this was going to accelerate their spirituality. And I was like, I don't think they're ready for this. And this isn't the question they were asking. And this is not the right time for them, you know? So I've experienced all sorts of random things. And I have brought down the spirit guides of somebody who was not Hmong as well. And so it's just, it's very interesting seeing, and one of the ones that I really enjoyed was another client, and they had their spiritual self had wings. It reminded me of this video game Icarus. Yeah, it reminded me of what Icarus looked like. Does anybody know what
but
Icarus is?
He is also a
demigod or something?
Okay, so he was a human and his dad made him wings out of wax.
Okay. Then, but this person, they had wings. And when I went to go see them, their realms look very different. But when I went to go see them, it was in a big tower. And I remember flying past a clock that was like moving. It was like a bunch of, like the inside of a clock that was moving. And I flew through to the other side. And this person with the wings, they were in a hall of books. And they were looking for a specific book. But they were very shocked, this client, because I don't know if they had other people who've seen them the way they saw themselves and that they've seen themselves before. But yeah, it was interesting.
So essentially you were like one of the first people that have been able to acknowledge them in the same way.
Having that affirmation. Yeah, it really helped them.
Interesting.
Earlier I read, sorry, there's like a bunch of questions now.
Do you know the difference between a shaman journey and a light worker journey?
No, I've heard of light workers, but because that's not something I've done myself, I don't know much about a light worker or what a light worker is. What do you require for your lineage of what you expect for someone who wants to be your student? So for me, my expectation is, one, you cannot be a show style, Neng show. So, okay, I feel like a lot of people don't use that term anymore when they refer to psychics as Neng show. But back in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was only Jineng, Nian Neng, Lo Jineng. And then there was a Neng Shou. So you knew the Neng Shou were just psychics. They weren't the ones at Cheng'a. So I can't raise you if you are just supposed to be a psychic. And you must zhou Neng for me. So you have to go to somebody who knows how to zhou Neng, like with an egg, or some people use Junings, like the shaman rings, where spirits will come and hold it. And, because usually they'll say, hold the egg until the sha has burned down, the incense has burnt all the way down. And then your spirits will hold the egg if so-and-so is your teacher. And then once the incense had burnt down, then they release it. So, and I do that, you guys, as a form to protect you, so that way, I've never...
You require it for your students. Tassie doesn't zhening.
Yeah, I don't do the zhening. And you need to ask a third-party person. I know people who can zhening, so let me know if you need referrals. But they're probably like, Tassie, I'm so sick and tired of you sending me people. But a tip, you guys, always give them, throw in a couple of names. They can also be names of shamans who haven't fully risen, okay? So if you know of shamans who are like on a few shrine levels, but they haven't finished their shrines, you can also throw their names into the hat too. So the person doing it can try.
Shamans who does zhening, they need their first and last name, but then more importantly, their Hmong name. How a lot of us use our American names, so they do require to know their Hmong name. I know someone who does not need pictures or anything. They just need the first and last name and Hmong name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so everybody's a little different, but that is strictly to protect you. Because I've never dreamt of my teacher. So many clients have told me they've dreamt of their teachers. That's never happened to me. And And it's because so much resources, time, and money goes into this. It is better that you do it properly with Jianing to lessen the chances of having to start over with a different teacher. I feel like a messenger because I get messages through dreams. It bugs me till I tell them. Is this shaman or just a messenger? That's typically shaman. Hello, Ian.
And it goes down to
This one? No.
Nope, those were intrusive thoughts.
Kathy, you're funny. Kathy, okay, I'm going to try to remember this. Text me, you guys. Text me so I'll remember to cleanse you guys next weekend.
Question. If you decide to step away from the shamanic path because you're stuck and want to get rid of your tools, what is the proper way to do so?
So, you know what I did with my tools from that I kept my shrine down for 10 years? I put them in the luggage and I carried them with me every time I moved.
So you still have your original tools when you rose?
Mm-hmm. Except for one standing. I don't know. I saw it and then it disappeared in my house. It's somewhere in my house. I just forgot where I put it. But essentially it's still like a tool of protection unless you want to hand it off to somebody. You can hand it off to somebody if you really wanted to.
Have you seen the Chinese movie Nezha? What do you think of it and the dragons?
No.
You have watched parts of it. It's that Chinese movie that Mongo likes to watch. And it's this little kid that he's kind of like rough around the edges. And then he gets these little rings and he runs around with these rings on his feet. And then they have two different versions. Yeah.
I was forced into this.
There's the little one and then when they're like teenagers.
You're right. Yeah. No, I don't know it though. You know what I just finished watching? Pursuit of Jade. It was overall it was a really good series. I gave it double thumbs up. Have you seen, I think you have shared that you and you are your teacher's, who is your favorite student? Actually, I'm not my teacher's favorite student. I think
she's just favorited between her students or her children. Her children.
If she could have a daughter, it would have been me. Oh. But
your video had disconnected for a little bit.
Oh, sorry. But no, I'm actually not my teacher's favorite. But I'm definitely her favorite as in a person. But like for a shaman, no, it is not I. Because when she talks to me in Hmong that I don't know what she's saying, but my Kuaneng knows what she's saying. So my Kuaneng answer her. But she's not talking to me. I don't have a favorite student. But if I did, it'd be Naru. So I sometimes get dreams that shows a bit of the future. Is that a sign of shamanic illness or is it just me being crazy? Typically, those kind of dreams, it doesn't always mean like full on. Okay, because for Hmong people, we see different types of shamans. That's why it could be a gift of yours. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to translate into the shaking style shaman. Sometimes it is more of the show style. But in general, those kind of dreams are not normal for people to have. Phantom lawyer. You know what? I saw that. I haven't had a chance to actually watch it.
Is that a Korean drama?
So apparently he's a lawyer, but he can see ghosts and talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the male lead was really good looking.
I am very surprised. I don't know why. I don't really care for like TV shows and Korean dramas. I definitely go through my phases. So when I was younger, I watched a lot of Korean dramas and stuff. But it's been years since I last watched that full series.
I would say that I think I prefer Chinese dramas over Korean.
That's interesting.
Yeah. When it comes to historical dramas, I prefer Chinese over. But you know what? I like a lot of fighting ones. Like when they're too serious, I'm not interested. You know, like I have enough stress in my life. I don't need to worry about your stress. Like, I'm not here to hear your sad story, okay? Like, I like it. I love when there's comedy, and I love when there's fighting. Like, if there's no fighting and no comedy, I'm not really interested. Yeah, Pursuit of Jade was good. Dang, there's a lot of chocolate on this one. Pretty much all chocolate.
Referring back to my question, is there a reason why it is not common? Oh, where is it?
Nora, what was your question?
No, that's this one.
Wait.
Nora says, is it true that as you travel further into the higher heavenly dimensions, there are actually more dark entities or Da outside of those realms?
So, I can neither say yes or no to that unless you're a student. Referring back to my question, is there a reason why it's not common? Also, it kind of makes sense if I were more a show. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like having dreams?
I don't know.
I sometimes get dreams of it.
Is that a sign of shamanic illness, or is it just me being crazy? Yes. Yes to what?
Yuri, your question about what does it mean if one dreams about going on quests to capture demons but have not started their journey yet? That happened to me all the time back then as a kid.
Is that where it's just like a test?
Mm-hmm. Because they're trying to get you ready, but a lot of demons will try to stunt you before you fully raise.
This person says, how do you find what your lineage should be?
So, I've heard a few theories. One theory is that you have to know your family's types of shamans. And I'll tell you my family.
What is it?
On the Lee side, they are more show style, not really full on Cheng. Like, whereas the Yangs, they go to church.
That's a style?
But I heard, after I raised as a shaman, I heard my grandfather on my dad's side was a shaman. But none of his children were, because they all went to church. So what I'm trying to say is, one of the theories that a lot of traditional monk families do, which is why they end up with the same shamans and the same style, is because they tend to go to who they trust in their clan. Perfectly normal, 100%, I understand that, right? So that's why so many clans have different styles and different practices, because they tend to keep it in-house for safety measures. So a lot of times, if you see something really different that you haven't seen in a lot of lineages, they prefer you to go to your Jining, because your style is going to be more similar to your Jining, which is what people would say your clan, right? However, I am not related to any of my students except for one. Okay, so you know, like that.
I was gonna say, which student?
Yeah. So other than one student, I'm not related to any of my students. You know, so, but I'm just kind of trying to tell you the different possibilities, is what I'm saying. And usually, this is where you do okay, I don't know how how they take students, right? You're going to have to ask them. But for traditional shamans who Chenga, they all have different methods. Okay, so even though this is my method, this may not be the method for their lineage, right? Their lineage might be a lot more lax, where you just have to ask them and they'll accept you, okay? And it just depends on their bandwidth. So some lineages are like that. But for my lineage, it's because I was raised under a more traditional foundation. That's why I have some more traditional beliefs. For example, although I could, in theory, do a virtual Ning session, we don't, because of my teacher's teaching that you must always be present to do the Ning for a client. And it's more about protection. Old school methods, old school ideas. That's why. But I completely understand nowadays there are a lot of shamans who do it all virtually. They never have to go to you.
Okay, so back to Sean's question. He says, I think Tassie said that having dreams of the future is not common for people to have. My question is there a reason why though? And I'm thinking like why he has dreams of the future. And why do other people not?
When I say it's not common, I mean like it's more for Hmong people. Usually that's what we would say that, oh, Teo, come on, nenga. That's the same. Because most people, normal people who are not supposed to be shamans, they don't have dreams of the future like that.
And then if I dreamed that I was in a hallway that led to a room covered in joss paper and shaman altar and tools, then later on had to use the scissors to attack a ghost, does that mean I am a shaman?
I recommend you look into that one. It's not a cookie cutter, right? But I would recommend you having that dream looked into.
When you shop for shaman tools, how do you know it's yours?
So I remember I used to ask that very same question. And it's because the elders always said your Kwaneng will pick it. And I'm like, well, how do I know they picked it? Like, and it's not just me picking it, because I feel like a lot of us, we're so literal. Like we have to be very literal. Like it has to be very obvious for us, or else we're going to second guess everything. The easiest way is, what is the prettiest to you? Which one sounds the nicest to you? That's the one you want.
Which one are you more drawn to?
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, a Highlander says, last movie or show asking question from me. Have you seen the Korean drama Tomorrow? It's about Korean Grim Reapers.
Mm-mm.
I've watched, what is it called? The Goblin.
I did not like The Goblin.
I thought, so I watched it when it first came out, when it was coming out weekly or whatever, I loved it because I am a huge Gunyo watcher.
Who's Gunyo?
He is the Grim Reaper, or he is the Goblin in there, and he was also in Train to Busan. Because then I used to be really into Korean dramas a whole lifetime ago, and I watched a lot of his dramas because he was starred in Big, and then Coffee Prince. So yeah. If a person has strong affinity to dragons, what does it mean? Is there a way to confirm it?
You can go in to have a shayai done.
Is that it? Have you ever helped anyone who was possessed by a demon?
I've never had to do a ceremony for anybody, but I've known people after their possession, and they've talked about it with me. What is Nengshou versus the typical Jingle Bell? Nengshou are the psychics, basically. The ones who typically wear all white. They're all white. And they do a lot more protection type of spells rather than attack. And, that's what Nengshou are.
If you're a potential shaman or gifted person in the future, can people who are shaman, will they notice you or see that you are a potential spiritual person by seeing you? Like, as in just looking at you with a naked eye?
I will say that when I'm out and about, I can tell who is a shaman. But, because, and, I had people who ask me to, my students, they'll ask me about their siblings. And then my Kwaneng will show me their siblings, and some of them shine very bright compared to the other ones. The shining of the brightness, though, it just means that their bling is very, very high. And so when their spirit is very high, it means that they're very gifted in being able to do a lot of things. How do you know when your spirit guides are talking to you? That is, you have to figure that out, because I feel like a lot of shamans at the beginning, they're really into figuring out what do they like. Like what do their Kwaneng like? How are their Kwaneng, and what do they want? You have to really figure out how to communicate with them. So I feel like that is definitely catered to each person very differently. Do your guides ever pull you to connect with certain people? Yes. Yes, I would like one. Okay, these are our favorite snacks lately. You know what? We just haven't had dinner.
I know.
Okay.
I'm honestly kind of tired of eating all these sweets.
Oh, and we're about to eat this?
No, but I want that. Because at least that's a croissant thingy.
This is the blueberry cheesecake croissant from Costco. Because Molly and I, we love Queen Amands. And it tastes like a Queen Amand, but a cheesecakey version. I'm okay right now because I'm still eating my pineapple. But thank you. But my question, the answer to that question was yes. Please don't put that on there. It's sticky. Let me get you a new napkin. Certain people, and some of you guys know who you are, right? Because I've told you guys in the past. My Kwaneng, if they really like somebody or they feel like I'm supposed to help you, they will purposely have me look at your message. Because I get lots of messages, you guys. I'm so behind on my emails. But if my Kwaneng knows somebody is like really desperate, a lot of times they'll have me purposely go and read it. They'll have me purposely go and look into it and allow me to respond. So that has happened a lot in the past where they have allowed me to do those kind of things. Because I don't really trust you. I'm gonna put it on your shirt and collar too. Yes. Oh, I know, you guys. You guys know who's really good at doing Reiki? I know it looks like she just eats all the time, but I'm telling you, Molly is really good at doing Reiki. I frequently get my Reiki done from either Molly or GJ. And you know what's interesting? I had somebody ask me if I do Reiki on pregnant women. I do.
Have you?
I haven't. But I remember somebody had asked me that, and I told them that I do Reiki on pregnant women. Like, it's not a problem if you're pregnant. But I know some Reiki practitioners do not do Reiki on women who are pregnant. And, but I think it's because, you know, like, I translate it the same as, like, when I do ceremonies for pregnant women, you know? So, because I do the ceremony of Faitia, when you separate the souls, you know, so.
I have never heard of that term before.
Faitia.
Yeah.
Faitia is the term of this, what the ceremony is called when you are separating the souls of the child and the mother. So, but because I've done those ceremonies, maybe that's why I don't have an aversion to women who are pregnant and doing Reiki as well. But you guys, telling you, okay, if you guys cannot wait, I have referrals because I am booked out so far apart, you guys. It's really hard for me to accommodate everybody. So I do recommend, you know, like Molly, she's with Divine Dawn Readings. She does offer Reiki. GJ also offers Reiki. I also know of other people who also offers Reiki as well. But I do know certain ones have turned away pregnant women. So just let me know. But yes, well, you guys, it's been fantastic hanging out with you, answering your questions. Okay, I stayed on as long as I did because I kept hearing my student's voice. You need to stay on longer, Sifu. Because last time I stayed on for an hour and she was like yelling at me, like it was so short. So you guys, it's been over 2 hours now. Thank you guys so much for spending this evening with me. I know that I'm trying to do more videos for you guys, but for me, it's the editing. I hate the editing, you guys. So I really hope that this helped you guys today. And I was trying to get more into my ceremony tales, but I found that I only told you guys 2 of them. A lot has been happening lately, but right now, because of the shaman season, I'm constantly going out to travel and do Waneng for people and raise students and finishing them off to their 3rd shrine. I got 3 students graduating this year. Well, technically a 4th one, if they'll just get to it. All right, you guys. So thank you, Molly with Divine Dawn Readings, for hanging out with me, trying out all these sweets and candy. We're totally on a sugar high now. Thank you to all of you guys. It was great to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, bye, you guys. And I don't know how to turn off the live. I don't know. What do we do? Wait, I think I just saw it. No, that's just the close button.
The exit, the...
Oh, this button. Are you sure you want to